There are rumors circulating in Atlanta's love and hip-hop streets that one of the franchise's most dependable couples is officially divorced. Mendeecees Harris is divorcing Yandy Smith, and it's the most intricate explanation there is. The drama began, according to production-related sources, when Jessica broke down in tears upon arriving at Yandy's residence and disclosed that for months, Robin and Mendeecees had been quietly having an affair. After being discovered in possession of dubious text messages and hotel receipts, Robin, 22, reportedly told Jessica everything. Jessica was so unhappy that she went straight to Yandy, feeling embarrassed and devastated.
And the reason why I did this is because when I said that is
down on a woman who literally is already choking.
According to reports, Yandy was taken by surprise. Robin had attended their family's home dinner parties. She was shocked to learn that Mendeecees was covertly seeing a young woman she hardly trusted, let alone her friend's niece.
Yandy's like, it's kind of loser.
There was too much betrayal to overlook. Mendeecees didn't deny it, according to insiders, after being confronted immediately. When he was accused of confessing to the affair and calling it an error, the harm was already done.
She grabbed me. No, she grabbed me. It was like,
no, I hit her up.
She grabbed me. She was like, yo, you still married? You still married?
I told her.
You told her that it was complicated.
Yeah.
Never say it ain't complicated, because it ain't complicated. It's perfect. Don't ever do that again. I don't give a what she do or what you do. She stand by you.
According to reports, Yandy decided that evening to dissolve the marriage. Attorneys were referred to as papers. It is impossible to go back. Atlanta's cast and supporters have been shocked by the tragedy, as rumors have spread over the city.
To break my family up. Stop it. Stop it.
People claim to have noticed the warning indications. Some find it surprising that Menace would leave his wife in favor of a close, youthful relative. Robin no longer posts on social media. Jessica has apparently temporarily stopped filming because she feels embarrassed. Yandy is concentrating on her children and attempting to find calm in the interim. Despite his silence, Mendeecees has hinted that he is making improvements to the streets behind closed doors. I've already referred to it as the Yandy. You can be sure that it will be a moment to remember when Love and Hip Hop's cameras catch it in the next season. It was predicted that Atlanta would experience a calm evening. After putting the kids to bed, Yandy was in the middle of answering emails when she heard a knock on the door, shattering the candle she had placed in the living room. Jessica was crying so much that her face was puffy when she opened it, but it had been too late for casual visits. Smeared makeup and trembling hands. However, before Yandy could question her, she pulled Jessica inside after she fell onto the closest chair, gasping as if she was having trouble breathing. Jessica was broken. She wasn't just crying. She slung a designer sweatshirt over one shoulder. She shook from head to toe, dropping her purse at her feet. Yandy took a seat in front of her, expecting to hear bad news. I was concerned about where another place to go. Jessica's voice trembled as she spoke, the weight of what she had now realized bearing down on her. With a nod, Yandy encouraged her to go on. Jessica turned aside with embarrassment after glancing in her direction. "It's Robin," she said. "My niece." Uncomfortable, Yandy blinked. She had seen Robin a few times. Good girl. However, she's a little too young to be in the legal system. In an attempt to network, she regularly attends industry events and photo sessions, competitive entertainment in Atlanta. When Robin Yandy asked, Jessica seemed to be clutching her mouth to keep the words from coming out, but it was too late to change her mind. Her heart was racing already. Her older spouse is married. She cracked her voice again. My identity is Mendeecees. The silence descended like a veil, and Yandy just gazed at Jessica while the words slowly and painfully came to her head one after the other. Jessica finally started crying as she went on to explain how she had discovered that Robin had been acting strangely, arriving home at unexpected times, being secretive, and dressing as though she was attending a red carpet event when she was really only meeting friends. Jessica didn't think much about it for a long time. The complex situation made her suspect that her niece was seeing a promoter or a rapper. When Jessica took Robin's phone 2 days ago, she thought it was hers, and it had one unlocked screen. 2 texts changed everything in her life. The fact that the name on the screen was not Mendeecees was painfully clear from this contact photo and the contents. One note said, "It's too risky to be seen with you like that." Another time. Tonight, same spot, no talking after. After searching her hidden folder for more photos, voicemails, and erased calls, Jessica finally found one. Sitting back on the couch, Yandy was astounded by Robin's fuzzy mirror selfie in a hotel bathroom, which featured a unique tattoo in the background, the same tattoo Jessica had noticed on Mendeecees' shoulder in an old Instagram picture. There was nothing visible on her face but the collapse in her eyes. Even if I had suspected this, I swear I would never have let it happen. As Jessica reached for her hand, she started crying again and apologized profusely. Yandy went to the window after climbing up. She was facing away from Jessica. Her voice was quiet, yet powerful. Jessica would scrub her face incessantly for several months. I caught her before she told me. She claimed that after learning that he was married, she continued on even though she initially didn't know. Yandy was silent for a long time, and the silence was dense with pain. She muttered, "I let that girl stay at my house after that." Then Jessica nods. Yandy looked around slowly, dejected, and I apologized. "Your niece is the only person to whom you will ever need to apologize." I was not tricked. As Yandy pondered everything, Jessica sat quietly for another 30 minutes. Rather than crying or becoming agitated, Yandy simply remained in the hallway and stared at the closed door when she eventually left. She was reminded of the warm smile Robin had given her at the dinner table, among other memories. Mendeecees' quick glance in the kitchen without giving it any thought. It was too costly to bear the price of treachery. Yandy didn't say hello. When Mendeecees returned home later that evening, retrieved his keys, and entered as usual. She stood with her arms folded across her chest in the center of the living room. He was curious about her feelings. She had one thing to ask him. "Did you sleep in the same bed as Robin?" Suddenly, the air changed. His facial characteristics twisted. He stopped moving his hands. It was a while before he answered. That was all the answer she required. Avoid yelling at Yandy. She just said, "You introduced her to me," while glancing at him. "Every day you were in my face, lying, instead of hurling anything. You have no respect for me or our family, and how could someone half your age have such little regard?" Trying to convey that, "It wasn't serious," he stated. "Mistake, but it got worse each time." Sources claim Yandy said nothing at all during the incident. Turning, she just went into their bedroom and started packing a bag. Her attorney was on the phone by 9 the next morning. Paper drafts were prepared by midday. In a matter of days, Atlanta's streets were packed. Within the hip-hop and romance circles, rumors spread quickly. Robin's performance was reported by several actors. 2 weeks prior, one said she had spent too much time talking to them in a corner at a private party, while another swore she had once seen them drive off in the same car, but she didn't give it much thought. Production sources claim that while men have always been weak, the news did not come as a complete shock to everyone. According to an unidentified insider who supported him throughout it all, this is how he repays Yandy. However, it is said that Jessica has ceased speaking. Embarrassed, Robin has ceased shooting and deleted her social media accounts. Yandy has also been spotted around the city appearing composed, happy, and child-focused. Despite the persistent rumors, one thing was certain. Even before the marriage dissolved and the new season began, viewers were certain that this scandal would destroy everything.